Scott Rudolph is known for his incredibly high level of mineral collecting. For years, he's had exhibit cases here at the Denver Club Show, and now we have Rudolph Minerals right here at the 2023 Hard Rock Summit. Let's go in, let's see if we can find Mat Duren and take a look at some of the pieces that they have brought from the Rudolph collection that's now available on the market. So come on, let's go take a look. All right, Rudolph Minerals right here on the floor of the Hard Rock Summit. And I see Mat right there. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, Mat.
Nice to see you today.
Fantastic, man. So how's the show going for you?
Show's doing great. It's been well attended, meeting a lot of new collectors, and just very excited about it.
That is super. I mean, I can't imagine that the attendees of the Hard Rock Summit are not just stopping and drooling at many of the pieces that you have here from the Scott Rudolph collection. So Mat, tell me, these are all from his collections that you are kind of de-accessing?
De-accessing from the collection. Collection always changes. Stuff comes in, goes out. After the show, we'll go back, put stuff back on the shelf, and for the next show, we'll pick out other stuff and bring it and show everybody that way.
But he's still actively collecting.
Sure is, yeah.
So it's a constant movement of things.
It's growing. It's being nurtured, and little by little, we're just getting rid of stuff and acquiring more new stuff.
Okay, and so people need to know that all of the pieces that you as Rudolph Mineral exhibits hit that mark that Scott wanted it in his personal collection. Mm-hmm. It has to reach a certain level where Scott says, this is worthy of it being in my collection, right. And then it joins his collection. And then, as you said, sometimes a piece comes back on exhibit or back on display for sale, and sometimes that piece is, no, I'm going to keep it in my collection. So it's very fluid.
And as well, I'll go back, and some pieces that have sold, Scott will be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have sold that piece, which is with every collector when they sell something.
Of course, it's tough.
Yep.
Okay, you have a few pieces you want to share with us here.
I would love to. The first is a fluorite from the Nikolai mine in Russia. Just want to show you this piece and how clear, how beautiful, like an ice cube.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like water clear. Look at that. And it is so just sculptural.
Sure.
And I love the back of it too. I mean, as weird as that sounds, look at that.
I think this is a little out of our...
Superb. Mm-hmm. And when did this enter the collection?
Oh, this is like a mid-range number, so I would say probably about 7 or 8 years ago.
Okay, and when you say number, you're referring to the specimen number?
Yeah, our stock number will let me know when it was acquired.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Superb. And it's right there at home with a bunch of the other fluorites.
Yeah, that is our fluoride case. Just a little note, this huge one from Spain down there, just absolutely beautiful.
Gotta love those, man.
Next, I want to show you a really nice colorful green garnet from the Jeffrey mine. And the aesthetics on this one are just beautiful.
And that's not easy to find at all.
No. And I love the way how it's perched with this nice crystal grouping up on top.
So now we were talking about the specimen number that gives you an idea of how old it is or how long it's been in the collection. What other information, because this seems to be a topic that I've addressed a few times here at the Hard Rock Summit, what other information is collected in the mineral database, and is that forwarded to anyone who acquires one of the pieces?
Sure, of course, the provenance of the specimen, other collections that it might have come out of.
Okay.
We also do measurements and weights. So when the time comes that somebody would like to acquire it, we do have all that information available, when it was acquired, how long it's been in the collection, and so on.
And any old labels or stuff like that is also always preserved?
Yes, always, and is included with every purchase as well.
You're doing it right. Yeah. I don't need to tell you that. Super.
And the next specimen is a beautiful Bisbee piece.
Bisbee is just another one of the classic locales. But
Just
look
how
at
this one sits. It looks like it's in a little cave.
It does, yeah.
The shininess, just absolutely beautiful. Look around back there.
God, the more you rotate, the more you see of it, and the more you just appreciate it. Honestly, to me, it's almost a 360.
Yeah.
Minimum 270.
Right. This is an early piece from Scott's collection, so it's probably been in the collection for close to 15 years now.
Wow. Now, so how long has Scott been collecting? 15, 16, 17 years around
17 years or so.
Okay.
And here is a piece that I really wanted to share with everybody because it's pretty special. This is a quartz variation of amethyst. It's from the Las Vegas mine in Veracruz, Mexico. And what makes this so important and a piece in history is it was on the 1981 Tucson poster, which was the first poster for the Tucson show. We're going to turn around right now and I'm going to show it to you.
And these Tucson show posters have become so iconic. When you first shared this with me, I didn't believe that 81 was the first year that the posters were created because I thought that they were happening a lot longer.
It is
but it was confirmed.
It is a Van Pelt image, and back then he was the only guy who did the photography. And as you can see, photography has come a long way since 1981.
Absolutely. But, you know, the Van Pelts were the Van Goghs, if you will, of mineral photography of the time. You know, they did a lot of work with my father, and they were just good, dear family friends. And if Erica or Harold shot a piece of yours, it meant that that piece was special.
And then
they wouldn't
enhance
shoot
the value
anything.
as well, I'm sure.
Exactly. And
So,
that
yeah.
piece to be available on the first Tucson TGMS show poster,
Yep.
shot by the Van Pelts, that is such a historic piece. And we haven't talked about just the beauty and aesthetic of the piece itself,
Look,
which
it's
is
sitting on the
outstanding.
matrix so beautifully.
And the colorful
quartz.
quartz there, undamaged, beautiful. But with that, to have the history of being part of this mineral history.
Yep.
And do they get the framed poster if they buy the specimen too?
Of course they do. Comes
That
with
is
it.
superb. I love it.
And
That is outstanding.
of course, it always looks bigger in the poster.
That's dynamite. Matt, thank you so
Thanks
much,
so
brother.
much. Have a great
really
day.
appreciate it.
Enjoyed it. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Cheers.
Take care.